It is Frozen 2. I somehow missed uploading this or editing this movie Easter eggs. So here you all have it. We are going to kick off Hidden Holidays just a tad early. Now, technically, this is not part of the Hidden Holidays, but Frozen. We got Olaf, he's a snowman. We got ice and snow and Elsa and Anna. Although this does take place in, was it fall? Now technically it's not it's not winter until December 21st, which is Yule, which is the winter solstice, but it feels like winter here because of how freezing cold it is. And there is, of course, snow on the ground. We have about 2 inches here so far. And we're getting into the holiday spirit, right? You know, it's Hanukkah, Yule is coming up, Christmas is coming up, Kwanzaa, all that good jazz, right? So whatever you celebrate, happy holidays to you. Anyway, we're going to kick it off last day in November, and we're hitting Frozen 2. That was a super long intro. I'm super sorry. I'm trying to keep them much shorter, but clearly I'm not doing a good job on that. Anyway, let's get into this one because this has so many Easter eggs, but they're not hidden as nearly as much as previous movies. This also really debunked quite a few of the Disney theories when it came to Frozen, The Little Mermaid, some other films. Anyway, let's just go take a look because quite interesting, some of these Easter eggs. Frozen 2. Now it does begin with the girls playing in the snow, making little creatures. As you can see, there is Snow White and her prince. There is Big Hero 6, Bolts, Marshmallow, and quite a few other ones. I think Dumbo's in there. Yeah. Let me know, did you guys, when you guys went to go see this film, did you notice these at first? Because I remember seeing this in theaters and being like, oh my God, those Easter eggs. They were so obvious. I love it. Anyway, we fast forward into the timeline. Frozen has already completed. We know what happens to the parents. Anyway, so in this particular scene, Olaf is saying how he doesn't like change. He's on a picnic blanket. That picnic blanket is the same picnic blanket featured in the first one when he sings in summer. Snowman in summer. But thankfully, Elsa has magic to keep him alive all year round. Anyway, later that night, they're playing charades, and Olaf has a whole bunch of Easter eggs. Sven, ice cream, the castle. You know which one I'm talking about. We have Oaken, Mrs. Teapot, Mrs. Potts and Chip, and Mickey himself. And Elsa, of course. I love this part. Okay, we're fast forwarding again, and Olaf is walking through the woods, and he's being kind of like antagonized by Gale. But in this particular scene, he mentions Samantha. I don't even know Samantha. Josh Gad, who actually voices Olaf, does actually know a Samantha, which is really, really funny. He has taken a picture with a particular cast member at Disney whose name is Samantha. It's a whole joke going on around there, but it's quite funny, this reference. Probably one of my favorites. Then Olaf comes upon the footprint of the rock trolls, and you'll see that his body creates a hidden Mickey at the bottom. Then comes this force, it was Gale, and this was a good Wizard of Oz reference, and then it goes into this force field, Now, mind you, this force field is the same as Violet from The Incredibles, and in fact, the same music from the first film when she is in this moment is the same music that is played during this particular scene. Anyway, her magic created memory of water, which is how they learned about this particular scene. Now, in this scene, they learn that her mother was Northuldra and saved her father, and that is how they became the bridge and all that. Then goes Olaf into reenacting Frozen, which is how the Olaf Presents series came about. By the way, go check out that video because freaking hilarious. I love that series. And since everyone loved that, they created this whole new thing based off this particular scene, and masterpiece, hilarious. I can't get over it. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so at this point, they're hanging out with the Northuldra. They learn about General Matthias. They are, doing their whole thing. Elsa and Anna end up going after trying to solve the issues, leaving Kristoff behind because he didn't realize it. Kristoff is trying to figure out a proposal for Anna, and he starts singing for both, Sven and himself in this very 80s ballad. And there's some clips from the first movie and how he's feeling. Honestly, this whole scene, it was very, very long, the song, but it was hilarious and very catching. Some people may hate it, but I honestly adore it. Okay, then we have this little scene where Elsa is calling out to the spirit, and Olaf does his little song, and they're like, Olaf, like, seriously? Olaf can be annoying at times. Anyway, they come across their parents' ship, and this is where it's debunked that the ship went southwest towards Africa, because remember, this is based in Norway. So this is debunked. You can see you'll see in the map, they went north instead. So no, it is not the same ship as the parents in Tarzan, not the same ship as in The Little Mermaid either. Anyway, so they used the memory of water to find out what happened. They found the black box and the scroll, and that's how they figured out they were actually heading north to Atahala. So anyway, she went north to Atahala at this point. She conquered the water spirit. It's just Elsa, and it's showing memories from her childhood and the story that her mother, who she learns was Northuldra, what she was saying was all true. She's also learning at this point that she is the fifth spirit. Now, then the memory of water comes about, and you'll see clips of, like, she's singing Let It Go, the Olaf memory, building with Anna. She's cringing at her Let It Go song, Oaken. You'll actually see her parents referencing Hans Christian Andersen, who wrote The Snow Queen, which is what this movie is based off. But in this clip, he is reading The Little Mermaid. You can see Ariel on the front. It is a Danish original book. But The Little Mermaid in the Disney realm does not take place near Denmark. She also learns at this time that her grandfather had betrayed the Northuldra people and had planned on killing them off because he was a traitor. And that is what caused the whole curse of the enchanted forest. In the meantime, Anna is worried. She and Olaf end up getting stuck. Olaf ends up, quote unquote, dying. And you'll see the courgettes, which are the flowers that you see on his pile of snow. that was actually seen at the end of Frozen. He is sniffing those same flowers. Now, let's be clear, there was a happy ending, but that is the end of where the Easter eggs are for this particular video. Well, that was a much longer Easter egg video than expected, am I right? I know I've been cutting them pretty short, but this one was just full of the Easter eggs, and we just had to cover them. Anyway, if you guys want more, all of this information is in my first book, which is available on Amazon. My second book is also available on Amazon. I did write majority of book 3, which will cover the Disney shorts this past month because it is NaNoWriMo. If you want to follow my progress, I uploaded on TikTok 3/4 of the month. I'll be honest. I'm going to do a catch-up video today, so yeah. Anyway, I hope to see you very soon. Again, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. We will be uploading every single day in the month of December, so get prepared because it's gonna be a blast.